this is Patrick at OneCNC West, and what I'd like to do in this video is talk about the importance of wizard-driven software. Now, to begin with, OneCNC is definitely wizard-driven, especially on the CAM side when we're applying our tool paths. So what is wizard-driven software and what are the benefits? Well, you can think of wizard-driven software as software that provides you a series of well-defined steps in logical order. What are the benefits? Well, the benefits are, number one, a very quick learning curve, that's for sure. Number two, ease of use. And number three, the ability to reduce the amount of mistakes or things that you might forget. Let me give you a good example. Let's say that we want to profile the inside of this pocket. We'll quickly head over to the Command Manager, select Stock Toolpaths and Mill Profile. And the first thing that happens is our cursor changes to the word start. That's reminding us that we need to select the very start of our profile operation. Also notice at the bottom of the screen it says select a profile. I'm going to start right here with the left click, and now we have our arrows, and if we look again at the bottom, pick a direction and a side. Well, I want to climb cut on the inside, so I'm going to select this arrow. And now our cursor changes to the word end, reminding us that we need to select the end of the geometry that we want to profile. Notice at the bottom of the screen it says select the last entity, or you can hit the shortcut F3 on the keyboard to select the rest of the geometry and then right hand mouse click. Alright, so here's where the wizard starts to kick in. The very first dialog box is simply reminding us that we need to define a tool. Now, of course, if we want to, we can select a tool from the tool library, or if we want to, we can manually define a tool. In this example, I'm happy with the tool being in turret position 1. I'm happy with my speeds and feeds and all the parameters. All this looks great, so now I'm going to click Next. So now the wizard is reminding us that we need to fill in our clearances and depths. All right, I'm going to change my clearance plane to, let's say, 1/2 of an inch, and our depth, I'm happy at that at being at minus 400 thousandths. So now I'm going to click next to this, and this is the next part of the wizard. It's telling us what we need to take into account next. So for our path settings, do we want to take it using cut levels or do we want a ramp profile? Well, I'm going to use cut levels. So now I'm going to click next. So you can see the benefit to the wizard-driven software in that you're not just thrown a whole bunch of different parameters when performing a profile operation. Instead, you're walked through dialog box by dialog box in regards to things that need to be filled out. This provides a much faster learning curve than just being thrown a whole bunch of different options that you may or may not require to get the job done. So now for our rough settings, I'm going to say all this looks great. I'm going to click next on that. Do I need an extra finish pass on this? The answer is no, so I'll click next on that. And then finally, here's our lead in and lead out parameters. I'm going to arc in and arc off at 45 degrees, and my arc radius is going to be 200 thousandths. Okay, so that's a great example of wizard-driven CAM. You're reminded step by step in regards to what needs to be filled out. You're not told the exact values. You have the freedom to put in whatever you want, but you're reminded definitely of what needs to be put in. Okay? All right, now that's it for this video. What we talked about is the importance of wizard-driven software. That's going to provide you with a very quick learning curve, ease of use, and the ability to reduce the amount of mistakes and errors. Hey, thanks again for watching. I look forward to seeing you in the next video.